Hello, this is Z News, and I'm Caitlin Hinchley.
And I'm Cole Hofferman. We are reporting live from our studio in Zumbrota, Minnesota.
Today we will be talking about the latest Bachelor. We have intel that Nick Viall may be the first Bachelor or Bachelorette not to give out the final rose. Nick earlier this season sent home 6 women in one episode, the most anyone has ever sent home in the history of this show. In this episode, he went on the famous 2-on-1 date with Danielle and Whitney. When Whitney was sent home early on the 2-on-1 date, the audience was hopeful that Danielle and Nick's relationship would flourish. However, while Danielle was professing her feelings for Nick, the audience could clearly see that Nick was not that into her. After Nick sent home all 6 of these women, the women in the house started acting jittery, wondering what Nick was thinking. Nick then went to the women crying, saying that he didn't know if anyone left or was right for him. Ouch. Nick then got a surprise visit from his ex-girlfriend, Andy Dorfman, to whom he professed that he may send all 30 women home. Nick stated that he wouldn't just propose to a girl because she's the last one standing. No one can say for sure if these accusations are true, but Nick's actions certainly point to Nick ending up alone after his 4th time on The Bachelor. Now we will go to Natalie out in the field with sports.
Thanks, Caitlin. I'm here with Mr. Len Albers, the coach of the professional sewing team. How are you doing this morning?
So.
How has your season gone so far?
We lost a lot of games in the beginning of the season, but now we're improved and we got the tactics of sewing down.
Who's your biggest competition?
Oh, the senior citizens team by far. They really got that running stitch to a T.
What is your favorite type of fabric to sew on?
Probably silk, because it's easy to work with and easy to get a zigzag stitch in.
Who would you say your best sewer is?
Landon Rowan. He has the fastest working hands that we've seen in quite a while.
Thank you for your time, Lynn. Now back to you, Cole and Caitlin, in our studio.
Thank you.
Next, we will have with us today the President of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump. Our political analyst, Robert, will now be conducting the interview with Mr. Trump. Robert, on to you.
Thank you, Caitlin. Mr. Trump, how are you today?
I'm great. I'm just great. I'm the greatest. How are you?
I'm good. Mr. Trump, let's start out by talking about your most recent executive order. I've been informed that a few days ago you signed an executive order to outlaw all makeup products. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. I have decided under careful consideration that any products, not just makeup, meant to conceal facial features, promote domestic terrorism.
I see you've listed some of the products included in this ban. Some of these items include makeup, Halloween masks, and wigs. What is your rationale behind this bill, Mr. Trump?
Yes, well, you see, all these products listed have the potential to disguise a person as someone else. It'd be very easy for a terrorist to wear a mask or even a heavy amount of makeup in order to pretend to be someone they are not.
What is your plan for dealing with these offenders?
Well, if someone is wearing makeup, a wig, or even a mask, it'd be very clear that they are terrorists. They will be arrested immediately without a trial. We simply cannot have any tolerance for terrorism.
Well, what if it is a child wearing a mask on Halloween?
No. That won't be happening. On a day like Halloween, it would be a piece of cake for terrorists to dress up as a child, perform terroristic attacks on children. Any child wearing a mask will have to be arrested as well.
Mr. Trump, I must say that this is a little irrational. I don't think that this news station could ever be behind such a thing as supporting this outrageous bill.
This news station is against me too? I was worried about this interview from the start.
Now, Mr. Trump, please, don't be irrational.
I'm not irrational. This is fake news. I won't stand for this. This is fake news.
Robert? Hello? Okay, that was interesting.
Yeah, it sure was. Alright then, let's move on to our next story.
In local news, a man has been seen on a rampage running through town. These cell phone videos sent in from viewers shows the man running naked through the town. let's get a reaction from a witness. Tell me what you saw earlier today.
I looked out the window and saw this man running naked through town.
What do you think he was trying to do?
Run naked through town?
Do you think drugs or alcohol were involved?
Probably. Or maybe he just liked running naked through town.
Do you have any other thoughts on this?
Nope. He was just naked.
Thank you for your time, ma'am. We were given some inside information on his whereabouts before the police arrived. This is our exclusive interview with the man. Thank you for your time, sir. A short while later, the police arrived and took the man to prison. He's being held in Red Wing at this time.
Thank you, Dalton. That was very informative. Well, that is all we have today.
Thank you for tuning in to Z News. I'm Caitlin Hinchley.
And I am Cole Hofferman. Good night, everyone.